So if everybody could take a quick break, flip your iPads, just check eyes on the screen. My goodness, I can't even talk. This is pretty quick today, but it's the nitty gritty of black pen techniques. So we're in week 5, and the cool thing about these techniques is that I'm introducing them to you with a black pen, but they're the same type of drawing techniques you can use with any art medium, like a pencil or paint or watercolor. They're very usable across the board. So on a new sheet of paper today, you're gonna do all of this on one page, and I'll show you here. 1 second. Enter full screen. So you do need a black pen, and remember, it's not a fancy pen. It is any kind of black pen your little heart desires. It's a Bic pen, whatever you have. I know Miss Jones has some up there for you. So what you're going to do is you are going to complete, you're going to draw 8 boxes at the top of your page, okay? Just like here. Inside each box, you are going to create a different pen technique, which I will show you. I have slides of different options, okay? So you only need to create 8 of them. At the bottom of your page, you are going to then put that into action, and you're going to create a drawing where you add black pen technique. Now, how I have it shown here, it looks like you're drawing 2. You only need to draw 1 Polaroid. I have it here drawn, I have it here where it's empty, and then here where the black pen drawing is inside of it. You need to show at least 5 techniques in your drawing. So let me show you some examples, and that'll make more sense. Here are some examples of black pen Polaroid drawings. Notice that you could go, a lot of people do the nature route. I like this one because it has UFOs and cactus, which I love. This one has kind of a more abstract effect to it in the corner, and I like how they broke their Polaroid up into different sections. It's completely up to you. You can draw anything you want. You just need to add those black pen techniques. The point is that we're learning how to shade and add value to our work without the shading that we learned last week. So you can add value to your work using the techniques. Those are different. I was like, wait a minute. So you can see other examples. Look at this one is very different because, again, you do not have to do a nature scene. I just have a bunch of examples of that. Here are all sorts of different techniques. Okay, they all have intention behind them. So some of them might look like right here, you're like, wait a minute, this is scribbles. It's not. It has intention behind it. Notice the closer together your lines are, the darker, and the farther apart, the lighter. It works for everything with the drawing. Notice this is a dotted line, and they're pretty far apart, so it's a little bit lighter. Notice these are super close together. This is called hatching lines. This is cross hatching. So as soon as lines cross, it's considered cross hatching. Okay, so that's literally, and some people have cross hatching. Let me see if I can see it here. On the front of the shoe, you can see the cross hatching on this Imagine one where it's just part of it. And you can see that there's a person next to the back of the shoe reading a book. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it's the silhouette or outline of a person, and you can see the cross hatching. But notice all of the different black pen techniques that they use to create that value in the drawing. Some might be solid black, like parts of the sky here or the trees. Notice the lines on the water here in front of the mountains. They're kind of like dotted lines, and then there are hardly any here because it's showing the shadow from the moon. So here are some examples of all different kinds. This is called stippling. So tiny little dots, closer together, the darker, the farther apart, the lighter. So notice it's creating that ombre, that value. Here are some more examples of different styles. Notice these are all done in black pen, but if you looked this up, if you looked up cross-hatching, you could find it in pencil, cross-hatching in paint. You can find it in all art techniques. Here are some more examples, because again, it gives you an idea. Look at the hatching lines, and then they cross in the middle to create cross-hatching. So it has 2 different techniques in one. Here are some student examples. So when I said you only have to draw the 1 Polaroid, okay? So the example over here just shows you how to draw it. So it's 1 rectangle and a larger. You only have to draw 1, and then you create your black pen drawing inside. So you can see different students work in different ways. This particular student, they created their 8 boxes all together. This student created them separately. You do want to use a ruler. You want this to look intentional and nice. Notice the difference in their drawings, still both beautiful. This one went more of a horizontal rectangle, and this one went vertical. You can choose. Again, different styles. This one did 2. She wanted to do 2 drawings, so she did 2. You could literally try to mimic one of the drawings that I have here as an example. If you do that, sometimes I like to tell students, like, try to throw your own spin on it the best that you can. So then that way it's more your work, but use them as ideas. You could look up black pen drawings. There's lots of options out there. But this is your technique and putting it into action today on one paper using black pen. Does this make sense to everybody?
Yes. Getting shakes of head going, yes.
Perfect. There's a reason for my madness. You need the black pen techniques for your final project, obviously. And there are also techniques like standards you should know. And again, it's not just for black pen. You can use this for any art tool or medium. I am just showing you with black pen. All right, you guys have the rest of the time to get that latent missing work done, your Jen Stark stuff done, and work on this.
Sounds good. Black pens, if you need them, are directly up in these boxes, so you're welcome to grab one if you need.